Hawkins Hall Pond Drain and Cleaning. The best time to drain and clean the pond is in the early spring. We suggest April or May. Step 1. Turning off the pumps. This can be achieved by lifting up the grates on the side of the pond near the skim cove. Below these grates, there is a pump chamber and 2 electronic boxes that control the pumps. Using the approved OSHA lockout-tagout procedure, you would turn off each pump and lock it out to prevent it from being turned on accidentally. Step 2. Drain the wetland filter to the overflow grate. You place a pump in the wetland filter and slowly drain out the water, moving the pump to deeper sections as the water recedes. Eventually, you place the pump into the snorkel unit and pump all of the water out of the wetland to the very bottom. Step 3. We backwash and we clean the wetland filter. The Hawkins Hall Pond's wetland filter should be backwashed each year to remove dirt and debris in the filter. The filter is made up of a series of laterals that allow pumped pond water to slow down and drop their solids. Here you can see the centipede laterals at the bottom of the wetland. The vertical riser is called a snorkel and is how we access the bottom of the wetland with a pump for cleanouts. The centipedes were then covered with aqua blocks to provide more surface area for water to pool, and finally covered with different sized stone and gravel. It is this stone and gravel we want to wash down to the centipedes to remove any built up dirt and debris. The wetland filter should be rinsed with either a fire hose or water pumped from the pond. The cleaning rinsing process should take between 2 to 3 hours for this size filter. Be sure to thoroughly rinse the entire bog, moving across the entire surface area. There are water lily pots also set inside this wetland. These pots contain soil to make the lilies grow. Care should be taken when cleaning the wetland to not wash any of the soil out of the water lily pots. These water lilies are hardy perennials and should come back year after year. All they need is a little fertilization to start growing in the spring. To fertilize the water lilies, place 8 to 10 fertilizing tabs in each of the 12 water lily pots located in the wetland. These tabs should be pushed into the soil as deep as your finger can go, and the hole should be closed over. Step 4. Opening the bottom drain valve. Using the valve key, you open the bottom drain valve. This will start the process of emptying the Hawkins Hall pond. The pond will empty through an 8-inch bottom drain at a rate of approximately 50,000 gallons per hour. Step 5. Drain and rinse down the waterfall. The small pools in the waterfalls should be drained and cleaned as the pond is cleaned. Set a cleanout pump in each pool and drain the water towards the pond. Care should be taken to rinse the rocks and waterfall lips of any debris or algae. As the final cleaning step, a wet-dry vacuum can be used to get the final bits of debris from the pools. If there's a large buildup of algae and debris over time, a product such as Aquascape Waterfall and Rock Cleaner can be used to remove the buildup. Step 6. Drain and rinse down the skim cove. The skim cove design is very similar to the wetland. There is a series of laterals at the bottom that draw water into the pump vault before heading into the pumping chamber. With the wetland filter, we are pumping water to the bottom. With the skim cove, water is being drawn down to the bottom via gravity to create the skimming effect. This area should be pumped out and backwashed using the pond water. This will require 2 cleanout pumps. The picture you see shows the 3 laterals and the 2 snorkel cleanouts. The skim cove also has a series of aqua blocks used as the intake. This entire area should be rinsed. The rinsing should take about 1 hour for this size skim cove. Note that the cover of the skim cove vault should be removed and the vault inspected for dirt and debris. Step 7. Drain and rinse down the main pond. As the pond drains, several cleaning crews should wash down the pond rocks and gravel. This can be done with fire hoses, or you can use submerged pumps using the existing pond water. A stiff leaf rake can be used to remove or replace gravel as needed. Care should be taken to remove all debris, such as pine needles, leaves, and algae, from the pond bottom. The pond draining process should continue towards the middle of the pond, with the last remaining water being rinsed and pumped down the bottom drain. Step 8. Closing the bottom drain. Using the valve key, close the bottom drain. Step 9. Fill the pond via the fire hose and the dry hydrant. The wetland filter will be refilled using a fire hose. Lay the fire hose on the exposed rock and gravel. Be sure the water entering the wetland does not displace any plant material. This filling can be done right on the edge of the wetland if necessary. Hook up a fire hose to the dry hydrant located next to the waterfalls. Fill the pond over several days, 1 to 2 days depending upon the rate of flow and the number of hours filled each day. The pond is filled when it reaches the overflow. Finally, turn on the pumps and enjoy your water feature.